Hi everyone, it's been a while. Been just busy with work and the farm and the bisons and the weather. The weather here in Denmark right now is really, really sucky. It just rains. I think it rained every day in January. There's water everywhere. I live on a farm, so there's mud, like ankle deep mud, like everywhere you go. It's miserable. The sky is grey. There's been one day with sun. Now the sun was out like for an hour yesterday, but other than that, it's just been grey. Uh, I know it's been a while, and I have a lot of to say, and I miss the community and all that. But well, it's sort of just my personality. I jump in and out of things, and even though I missed the comic book community, um, I just wasn't in a state of mind to contribute with anything. I did, though. Last year, I sent off some books to CGC and to CBCS just to test them. I've never done it before. It's very expensive for me to do because I'm not in the US. So the shipping and it's a hassle. I have to contact the special brand of the post office, and they're just fucking morons. And no, it's just, I know I'm complaining a lot. It's more like a rant today because I've been out of it so long, and I just got back in, and certain things just piss me off. I was going through my comic book collection because I sort of finished not the house but a section of the house, and I moved in here, and I had a trailer, and I just took all my comics from the trailer into the house now. Well, and I had some comics in what do you call that? Like in oh damn it, I can't find the word. Like a thing where you put your stuff while you move. A storage room. I still have some comics there, a few boxes, but most of it is here now. It's really, and I spent all night yesterday just sifting through my stuff, and I had a lot of comics that I needed to back and board, and just sitting with those was really nice. I just read this one. I haven't read the Blue Bill ones. I read the question, the Steve Ditko question. This isn't the best Steve Ditko the question story, but it still has his trademark, of fair and unfair, and I really liked it. The artwork was amazing. Steve Ditko is an amazing artist. He can draw really, really beautiful women. I didn't know that, but he can if he wants to. Um, anyway, this is a 4.0. It's a, I label it like this. Just so when I die one day, my kids can go online and sell my collection pretty fast. That's my state of mind right now. It's just the winter is just, oh man, it's just. Anyway, and I was sitting there looking through a lot of my books, and I these are backed and boarded, but I'll reback them and reboard them. And I was just sitting there, and I've been watching a lot of videos lately on YouTube about comic books, and it's still just mainly about the fucking keys. Jesus, now with the keys. Will you relax with the keys? And it's stupid keys now. And it doesn't matter if the books are good. I think mainstream YouTube sort of forgot why we're doing this. And I know it's an investment, and it's a good investment and all that, and I appreciate that. I've bought some books, not that many, but a few books for investments. And maybe I'll get my money back. Maybe I don't. That's what an investment is. You don't know. But this is Jim Aparo. I love Jim Aparo. And you just sort of forget the magic of comic books. Oh yeah, I was because I had some old Ghost Rider from Marvel, the old ones, and Michael Fleischer was doing the script. But then I read a few of the adventure comics. I had back on board a few of those as well, where Michael Fleischer and Jim Aparo was doing the Spectre. And those stories are just magic. And that's what I love about comic books, is that sometimes two people get together and they create absolute magic. And that's a special thing in the worlds of art, that you need the right collaboration of people, and you need them at the right time. There's a lot of factors playing in. I have hay on my sweater, I see. It's just been down with the horses. Feeding the horses. A lot of factors play in. And we need to appreciate that more, I think. And stop with the Keats and stop with the grades. A 9.8 I understand, sort of, but it doesn't matter what the state of the comic book is. The important thing is that the comic book is good, right? But I can see, you can't sell like this. Brave and the Bold, 128. And it's the same price no matter what the condition is. Well, I guess you could, because people would buy the ones they can get their hands on, right? But that would raise the price. That's capitalism. Anyway, that was sort of my semi-small rant. Because I send off some books for grading for CGC, and I'll show you in a moment. I send off some books for CBCS as well. I've been grading books on my own for, I don't know, 10 years. And I think that I'm pretty good at it, I don't think anyone can say if it's a 5.5 or a 6.0, it's so subjectively to the person sitting with the book. And that's why the grades are just, it's a 9.8. You can sort of, the higher the grade, or the lower the grade, the more accurate the grade is. But all the in-betweens, it's just muddy. Yeah. And you can say I say all this because I got some bad grades, but and you might be right. But let's just jump into it. I send in some Uncanny X-Men because I was just testing. I send in 4 to CGC and 2 to CBCS, and I have 3 more at CBCS, but they take like forever. But I don't care. So I send in the first one here. See, I can. It's there's a lot of glare. It's Uncanny X-Men 141. I love this book. It's really, really cool. I thought it was an 8 or an 8.5. But it came back as 7.5. So there you go. So, and you can ask, why did I send in this book then? Because why not send in a higher grade one? Well, I like this book, and it's a first appearance book, and it's worth some money. Not a lot in this grade, but there you go. The next one, I was sort of right with that one. I was hoping for a 8 or 8.5, and I got an 8. So, first Kitty Pryde. I don't have it in a 9.0. None of my comics are not a lot of them are 9.0 because I read them. And this is an old book. It's Jen Byrne and Chris Claremont. Talk about magic. Like, wow, the run on X-Men. Uncanny X-Men for them is just amazing. The next one is, again, I was thinking 8.5, I think. This one I was pretty sure was 8.5. First appearance of Guardian. It's an 8.0. There's a lot of glare. But that's... Again, but this is not a John Byrne cover. It's, what's his face? Dave Cockrum. Yeah, it's a Dave Cockrum cover. I always thought it was John Byrne because the Guardian looks really John Byrne-ish, but then Wolverine and Colossus are really Cockrum. Now this is the big no for me. I thought that this book was a 9.0. I bought it raw as a 9.0 and I inspected it really well, and I'm pretty damn sure it was a 9.0. And I see now that there's some out here. There's a big mark there, and it wasn't there when I sent it in. And there's I don't know if you can see that there's a bend up here. It wasn't there when I sent it in either. I thought it was a 9.0, and I don't know. This just doesn't look like the book that I sent in. I'm not saying they switched the book. I don't think they did, but they might have dropped it on the floor or something. It came back as 7.5, and the book I had was not a 7.5, but it really pisses me off. You know, for my kids, when I die, a 9.0 would have gotten them a fair amount of money. 7.5, they can just, it's nothing. I'm thinking about cracking it open, but then I can see all the errors on the cover, and I'm thinking, what the hell went wrong there? I think they mishandled it somehow. I think they dropped it. You know what? It happens, I guess. You know, you're sitting there, you have thousands of books, and you're sipping through them, and you're just, you know, maybe I'm not a big customer. This is the first time I've sent anything, and I send it as a private person, and they probably thought, you know, fuck that guy. Let's give it to Junior. And Junior fucked it up. I don't know. I'm just speculating. It's not the book that I send in. Anyway, so I send in some books for CBCS. And I send them to CBCS because I bought them signed, and I wanted to verify that signature. And I was pretty sure that the signature was valid. And I know, you know, everybody says, you know, you can't trust that, blah, blah, blah. I think you can. You can forge your signature, of course you can, you know. But why would you do that? I don't know. I bought this book many, many years ago. I don't know, I got a job doing something, and I treated myself to X-Men 94. I know this book dropped in value and all that. I don't really care. This is a gem in my collection, and it's signed by Chris Claremont and Len Wein, or Vine. Both of them. And that's what I thought was sort of magical about it. Yeah, I thought it was between a 5 and a 6. Let's say it's 6 on a really, really good day. It was more like a 5.55. Because it has some, you can see the spine here. It's otherwise it's pretty well, there's the top as well. Otherwise it's pretty good. You know, it's all right. Well, it came back a 5.5, and I'm very satisfied with that. This is the grade that I thought it was. Came back that grade. I like these cases more as well. I like the whole experience with CBCS more than CGC, because they wrote me, you know, during the process, you know, we're sorry, we're late and stuff like that. Even though it's an automated, you know, you still get something. I just like that. And the last one, I have to go down to the horses now. The last one was one I bought signed as well, so that's why I sent it to CBCS. I was pretty sure that the signature was valid as well. It's Uncanny X-Men 121. It's first Alpha Flight. They'll get their day in court, you know, they'll get their movie. They're a pretty cool team. But I don't really care. I love this book. When I bought it as a 9.0. And I got it and I looked at it, and it was really, really, it was really nice. It was really beautiful, and I thought, with a press, this can be a 9.2, maybe even a 9.4, because there were like a small, um, like small deficiencies here and there, but nothing big. I think there's a spine tag. Anyway, it came back a 9.4, and I'm very happy about that, and I'm happy that because when I got the book back from CGC, I was like, Jesus, I can't grade worth a damn. I'm off. What the hell is happening here? And then I got the books back from Cbcs, and I'm like, yeah, I can grade. And it's not like would I have liked this to be a 7.0 or a 9.0? Yeah, but it wasn't. It was a 5.5, and it came back a 5.5, and I'm happy with that because that's what I thought it was. But this one, there was all these. I mean, the cover didn't look like that, here. And I ship really well. I pack really, really well. And nothing happened to the other books. I'm pretty sure this one was dropped or something happened, Or maybe I was just blind and didn't see it. I don't know. I'm sending a batch of books to CBCS. Some really cool ones. I packed them away right now, so I can't show you. But I'm really looking forward to that. It pisses me off, the 7.5. Not for the value of the book, but just it should have been a 9.0. It should have been a 9.0. Yeah, all right. There's a bit of light now, and I have to go down. And there's a storm coming tonight. Not a huge one, but a pretty bad one. So I have to secure the horse's shelter. Yeah, a little bit more, and hope for the best. All right, that was just a small rant. Anyway, the grading of the books is really sort of, it's where the market is, right? It's where the money is. I just bought an Uncanny X-Men 6, 1.5 or 1.8, and I bought it graded because I'm sort of like, first of all, it costs the same whether it's graded or not. And I negotiated the guy down, and I got a pretty good price, and I want to be certain that nothing's missing and all that. So of course it's in rough shape. It's 1.5 or 1, I can't remember. It's in rough shape. Yeah. But now I almost have a complete Uncanny X-Men. Almost. I'm missing 1, 2, and 3 now. If the work I'm working on right now gets approved, then I'm definitely buying number 2 and number 3. Not in high grade, because I sort of can't afford that. I know it's a better investment for me, but for me the main goal right now is to have a complete run of the Uncanny X-Men. That's the main goal. I might even buy the first one, because prices are down right now. And when they announce the movie, the prices are just gonna fucking explode. And they will announce it soon. So it's a race against time. But I have no money right now. I need to, work, and that's how you gotta pay expenses first. I have kids, and I have a house and stuff, and I have the bisons, horses. It all costs money. And it's more important than comic books. The comic books is just really nice, on a winter's eve like yesterday, sitting there looking through the books. That made me really happy. All right, I gotta go. I gotta run down and free one of the horses, because I trapped, or he's locked in the shed because the other horse eats all the food, and my horse who's in the shed is a lot bigger and he needs more food. So I need to trap him in there so he can have peace and quiet and just eat his food, so the other one's not bossing him around and chasing him away from the food. So but now I need to go down and get him out so they can go out in the grass for a little bit. Because it's their fold or their um, structure is just, it's just mud. It's just, it's more than ankle deep. It's not fun. Um, so they're out on the grass right now, just having a good time. Anyway, cheers. Thank you very much. Thanks for listening and take care. Bye.